the office.
Read our learning objective for the day. Tell us what we're going to do.
Thesis statement writing. I will work in a group to practice writing strong thesis statements that lead the way for a strong essay.
All right. Why does our thesis statement lead the way for a strong essay? What does it do for us?
Leads the reader.
Leads the reader, but it tells the reader what?
What happens? What's going to happen?
Like what the
Gives
story's
an
kind
idea.
of going to be about.
What our story's going to be about. If we're writing a persuasive, what point we're going to argue. If we're doing expository, it's going to tell what we're going to use as our basis for explaining something, right? Everybody good? Okay. So, what do we have to do before we can write our thesis statement?
You need to have an interject.
You need to you need to write things down about it.
What kind of things? Like, tell me what kind of things.
Yeah, ideas and
Your main ideas.
Right. Because those are going to become our what?
oh, she was a woman.
Huh?
The body.
The body paragraphs. Yes, good. Okay. So, before we can do that, we have to brainstorm a little bit about our topic. Okay? And so today we're going to work in groups. All right? I'm going to give you one topic. And you may have a little bit of a differing of opinion on who you want to pick to write about, okay? But I need your group to just decide on one, choose one. And then the first part of the activity, you're going to just be making your list, okay? You're going to have 4 minutes to decide on your person and make your list of reasons, okay? Then we're going to, yes, you're going to, it's coming, okay? At the end of 4 minutes, we're going to come together and we're going to tell our reasons that we're using, okay? I want you guys to think about using good vocabulary, okay? Don't make all of it. You want to write better than what the elementary is writing, right? We want it to sound more mature. We want to use better verbs. We want to use better adjectives. We want to have more mature thoughts. Yes?
So it's only a page.
I haven't got there yet. All you're going to do on that right now is list your ideas and assign your person. So I'm going to turn around the prompt, and you're going to have 4 minutes, and then we're going to come back together. All right? Everybody good? All right. So here's your prompt, and like I say, I know there's going to be differing opinions, okay, on that, but your group just needs to decide on one. And then start making your list of reasons why. What's going to be your supporting reasons why. Okay? And I'm just going to throw this out there, okay? Don't put, she gives me candy. Okay? Because that really does not have anything to do with how that affected your education. Okay? Ready? Go.
Exactly.
Don't like it out. Hey, you're not going to make any candy. That's
Does athletics count?
Miss Lisa? Like unless we all pick words.
It doesn't necessarily even have to be someone from this year, unless someone in your group has only been here this year. Okay? Make sure you come up with good battle references. Come on, the timer's clicking.
Okay.
Miss Spray, can I borrow the
I think I'm out. All the ones I put in my cup this week are gone. So it doesn't matter right now.
It
doesn't matter because you're not taking this paper. So just write. You guys don't have anything on your paper yet. Your timer's ready.
Yeah, and like
Wait, so we read a list? We read a list?
I just want you to tell, I want y'all to brainstorm the reasons why. And narrow it down to your top 3.
She works with us. What did she work?
Each of you make a list and narrow it down to your top 3.
I like science. And we get she helps
Why they're going to
Yeah.
Right. Okay. This is from an education standpoint.
No, like I wrote his name and then like.
Right.
Writing
want you to write your reasons for that person, and then you're gonna narrow it down to your top 3. And don't forget the timer's running.
Not more than better, but so we list the things how we like it.
I just said no candy in here.
Fun
You have candy in
experiments,
there.
and we sit
You
in
need to
the
go to trash.
couches.
Did you have that flag?
It's like Dr. Pepper.
You have candy in it?
Nice learning.
Alright. You got your timer's running. You need to either have one person at your scribe, or you can all make a motion to the top 30.
I think Jennifer right. She has a little bit on her shoulder.
She's always willing to help. She said we all need to make a list.
No, she said we could either have one stripe or all the stripe. We don't do very many words. Say I if you want to say that. Can you let me know hands on her? Okay, guys, she's ready. Tell her what to write.
I actually don't do list why you like her, you list why you like her, you list why you like her, you list why you like her.
Does it matter how many?
You can have as many, but then your group is going to tell me your top 3. Okay?
Like from each person or just from the whole group?
From the whole group. Because you're gonna write one thesis statement as a group.
You said
She entertains us.
You said you get to pick her apart. Yeah.
You guys have about 45 seconds.
Should
We work together. Work as
She
works a lot.
We work as a class.
Oh, we watch videos.
we work in groups, that's what helps us.
We work as a class. We work as a
You still got black stuff on there.
We have
Alright, your group needs to be narrowing down your top 3.
I write
increases our vocabulary.
Brennan?
Yeah.
I got 5.
She doesn't.
Is everybody ready, or do you need a few more seconds? I'm gonna give you 1 minute.
Okay, so start with.
I got first is he is.
Yeah, the last one. Okay,
Yeah.
I put he makes honey fun.
He
I put he makes honey fun.
Yeah.
And we don't.
I think that'll be good for
I
us.
put he explains things like
He puts it in like, I guess that's, you could say like our version of like reading things. Like he puts, from what it is, he takes it down to where it's smaller and we're reading.
we can.
Yeah.
He translates.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. So that'll be good. Here, Brennan, that one you read that, that'll be good.
Let's understand how he talks about
He's
first so education.
Oh, she doesn't.
What are you trying to do?
No, he was like, he's like, she looks at stuff like that.
Right, good job. Okay, is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go around to each group and we're gonna hear, you don't have to say your person or you can, it doesn't matter to me. But I wanna hear your reasons and I want us to talk about if we feel like those are strong reasons that you can build a body paragraph on, okay? Alright, so let's go to this group. What's your top 3 reasons?
Jennifer.
Jennifer's paper is.
Really?
Okay.
Alright,
She makes learning. It's Miss Thomas. She makes learning interesting.
hi guys, y'all need to listen to other groups.
She makes learning interesting. Makes the experiments entertaining, and lets us work as a class.
Okay.
Is that this time?
Alright, this is Miss Thomas, they're saying. So let me ask you this, let me see that this way. Each one of these, do you guys feel like they could build a body paragraph around that there's more to say about it? Makes learning interesting. What could we do in that body paragraph? Tell
How she.
how, right, examples, alright? Now, experiments entertaining, well, let's talk about this.
Like what type of experiments we do. We can say.
You could, I feel like you're gonna have to stretch a little bit there because I feel like that could fall under your learning, interesting learning. But you can pull it off, okay?
We do this one instead of the has patience for us.
Has patience for us, sure. When a teacher has patience with you, what does that do to your learning environment?
It means it also helps increase
It's easy, but what else? You still gotta work
it.
on
helps you fully understand what you're doing.
Right.
She doesn't.
But
just
the
learn
environment itself,
those in the hall.
if you patience with you and are not losing it and things like that, how do you feel?
Not frustrated.
Huh?
Not frustrated.
Not frustrated, what else?
You're wrong.
What about the word safe? Do you feel safe? Okay. So I think they have some pretty good points that they could build some pretty good body paragraphs with there, okay? Alright, let's do this group. Alright, Tony, you wanna tell us what yours are?
We get ours from coaches,
Okay.
and we said our top 3 was he makes learning easy.
Hi guys.
He makes learning easy, and he's funny, and he makes the classroom a fun learning environment.
Okay. And let me ask you this about these. I'm just gonna kind of throw this out here if you were getting ready to write. He is funny and he makes the classroom fun environment or whatever. Do you feel like those are pretty closely married, okay? And I think they would actually be melded into one reason, okay? So I think you would maybe need one more really strong point if you were gonna do 3 points and 3 body paragraphs, okay?
So would he make, like, he is serious about like what he teaches, like he's not like always good enough and he gets blitzed.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You could transition easily between this, right? You could go from he is funny and makes learning fun and your examples for that, and then you could use a transition word, right?
Mhm.
However, when it comes down to it, Coach Henderson is serious about what he's teaching us, and then you would give examples for that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. Good. Okay. All right. This group.
Okay, our favorite teacher would be Miss Lightfoot because she increases our vocabulary and she's always willing to help us with like any word that we need and teaches us self-control.
Okay. All right.
What's your name?
Miss Lightfoot.
All right. So how do we feel about this class? Do we feel like we've got 3 strong paragraphs?
We don't do nothing in the classroom.
Yeah, we don't do anything. We sit there and y'all play ninja all the time.
I said these.
Hey, y'all think about that one. We're gonna come over here now. All
Yeah, we
right.
do nothing. That's wrong with
All right.
No,
Okay.
We
not.
do stuff in her class.
Okay. Okay.
We do.
In her defense, it's your reading lab class, and the vocab you are learning in there comes from me, and things like that. I tell her what
But we do the
she
work
does
in
with
her
y'all.
class.
Right. Okay, come on.
Miss.
All right.
But when
Hey, guys.
Let's listen.
The best part of it,
Okay, come on.
we did Miss Thomas, and we said that we do labs, and we get to sit in the couches, and we don't do that many worksheets.
Okay. Now, the one I'm gonna pick on that, I'm pretty sure you're gonna guess which one it is, right?
The couches.
The couches. Because, what did our prompt say? How does that affect your education?
It'll be
Right?
Yeah.
You're
relaxed in her
book
class.
very much. That's what we do.
Oh,
Like, no,
She
like,
was
we
off
don't
their
stop
own
sit there
little
reading
thing.
couches. She likes couches.
Well, and I think the basis of y'all's is gonna be your labs. It's gonna be your really strong body paragraph. And then I think you have enough here for you to choose 3 others. Okay, the next part of our activity today, you're gonna take those 3 things that you've chosen, your 3 strongest ones, okay? And if we kind of tweaked yours a little bit, then you need to choose another one off the list like we'll leave. All right, I want you to write a thesis statement as a group. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can have one scribe, one person doing your writing, and the group feeding them words, and you tweak your thesis statement. Or each person can write a thesis statement, and then y'all can read them out loud, and you can choose your favorite. Okay? And we're going to add them to the board when you guys get done. Now, the kicker to this is, it needs to be one strong sentence. Okay? With your reasons listed with commas. Does everybody understand what I'm saying? Does not need to be multiple sentences or little choppy sentences. One really strong sentence that when your reader reads it, they know what the rest of your paragraph's going to be, what the rest of your paper is going to be about. Ready? You're going to have 5 minutes. Okay? Wait.
But do you think it'd be okay if we went ahead and just wrote one, a different one, because we don't do anything this week?
No, I think it's fine to use Miss Lockwood, okay? She does things for y'all. You guys work on that vocabulary. I know you use learning games. I know you use characters. No! Okay. All right, Brad, you have a question for me?
Yeah, did we just do it on the same paper?
Yeah. somebody writes on the same paper. Or if your group wants everybody to write one and then you choose the best, I don't care. That is your job as a group to figure out. But you need to keep the time in your head, okay? Set the timer for 5 minutes. All right, is everybody ready? Everything we do in class, you should have said it. What? Hang on, Ethan has one more question.
We need to understand what the thesis statement was.
All right, your thesis statement. In your introduction, you always have a main idea or a thesis statement, okay? And it basically is the bulk of what the rest of your paper is going to be about. Okay, like you might start a paper about teachers like this with an opening sentence that says, everyone has a favorite teacher growing up in school.
But mine would be.
But at the beginning of the sentence.
Mine would be.
Some teachers use humor. Some teachers are strict. You know what I'm saying? You can open it up that way, and then you can say the qualities. One teacher in particular held qualities that I felt were important in the classroom, and these qualities were. Okay, here's what I'm saying. That tells me that the rest of your essay is going to tell me about each of those qualities, how that teacher embodied that, okay, how they presented that to you, and why that made them your favorite. Okay, sorry, do you understand now, Easton? What I'm saying?
Yes, so it's pretty much like an introduction.
Yeah, but your introduction is a paragraph. We're working on that main sentence within that introduction.
So
All right,
the
ready?
body of it, the big part.
The POW sentence, okay? A sentence that says, this is what it's all about. One sentence. All right? Is everybody ready? All right, ready, go. We're engaging our minds. What? This is the paragraph that says, this is what it's about. Huh? He writes well, yes. You need to, this is the sentence within the introduction that says, pow, pow, pow. This is what my body paragraph is going to be. Okay?
That one feeling like that.
You guys make sure everybody's participating.
Chandler.
What do you guys think about the register? You guys know like if you write
Would you put that in your that would just be part of your introduction paragraph. The thesis statement says, bam, one teacher in particular is our favorite because blah, 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 blah. Okay? Blah, 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 blah.
Have you ever that one
every student has his favorite.
Alright.
Most of them are I'm not right. Keep your eyes.
I'm not going to say you're good.
Who finished first? Your name is Randy.
I finished last.
So to go with it.
But you're going to talk about a particular teacher and the reason why. Sure. I'm sure you're using a voice.
Everybody has their favorite teacher.
Don't start with I bought. No. We are not writing a personal narrative right now.
Amazing, wonderful, and inspiring.
What about I am?
You're not writing a I, me, mine, whatever, it's when I tell you we're writing a personal narrative.
We're writing
I like this.
You're writing a picture with out, I mean, old. No first person pronouns. Alright, I got one, thanks.
Miss Lisa?
Don't write this whole edition, one sentence.
Miss Lisa, can you combine two sentences together or do you have to pick one?
Can you write it? Write your behind what's in
So these weren't your reasons, amazing, wonderful, inspiring, those were not your reasons.
Wait, you gotta make a sentence out of these.
Hey guys, let me bring you back together. I'll stop the timer. Listen. An introduction is a collection of sentences that includes your thesis statement. Okay? Start one point here to make sure everybody heard that. We're not writing a personal narrative, and a personal narrative is the only time that we use first person pronouns. That we say I, me, my, we, things like that. Okay? And that's not what we're doing right now. Okay? Over here, make sure that what you are talking about, that you use those same 3 things that we listed. Okay? Just listing some adjectives about someone does not bring up the points that you're going to use in those body paragraphs. Okay? That sentence that you had could have been a sentence that followed your thesis statement.
Oh, okay.
You could say something like, this is what happens every day in the classroom of Coach Henderson. Okay? Do you guys understand what I'm saying? That could be your following sentence that's going to flow into your body paragraphs. Okay? All right. All right, what? All right, I'm starting the timer back.
What about like this?
Don't start to.
I just never had that.